Hello. This is my first ever video vlog, as they say. So sorry if it's a little awkward because I'm not exactly sure what I want to say. I'll probably try to script these out more as I go along, but today we're just winging it. I need my caffeine. But then again, who doesn't? Alright. Well, life for me has been pretty crazy, as I'm sure it's been pretty crazy for everybody. I think the world is kind of in duress right now. We're all thinking, what are we gonna do? And it's kind of like this, like I was writing in my blog, this kind of fog that we're living in. But at the same time, it's kind of amazing how we can all come together in circumstances like this and make the most out of the hard times. And it's almost too bad that it takes these hard things for everybody to come together. Like, sometimes I wonder, why is it only during these travesties that we bring ourselves together as society and not try to communicate and bring ourselves together more on a regular basis? I think there's a lot of reasons and different factors going into that, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm the kind of person who always wishes we could all be kind to one another, but we get older and we realize that there's so much more to know than just right or wrong, black and white, and, you know, just being nice to being mean. There's these things that we think maybe there's only one side of it, when really there's so many sides because we all live so many different kinds of lives. Sorry again. I mean, this is new, so hopefully over time I will get better at this, but for now I'm just rambling. At least when I'm writing, I feel like I have clear thoughts that are, you know, put together well, but you're getting the real me. Anyway, yeah, I mean, just think, life, for me specifically, even with all of these things, have been really good, and I'd like to say that's because of my attitude towards life and just the way I choose to see things. Because we can either look at things and say, wow, this is horrible, and kind of decide to go downhill and start a train of negative thoughts that kind of are similar in that way. Or we can think, this is extremely hard and that's justified, but I am capable in my abilities, and there's always going to be something good to think about. And, you know, our love for each other, our loved ones, our friends, our family, they aren't gone. We still have them. We still have that part of us that haven't left, even in these extremely difficult times, even though sometimes when it's hard to get out of the negative mind space. I feel like I keep talking about the same thing over and over. I guess I'll talk about the government and how this crisis has made them work so much more than they usually do, which is very good, and it's great that they are working to help prepare all the things that are needed for our countries and so on. But it doesn't help me. I can't help but wonder, why don't they do more on the regular basis for our country? And specifically for me, I often wonder about, why isn't there more done to help those with chronic illnesses and medical difficulties and so on? Because people in politics, especially on the medical related side, I've found that are very biased and don't really necessarily believe that a lot of people like me have problems. Especially if you look like me, it's just automatically assumed like, oh, you know what, you look healthy, you're fine, and it's not even looked really anything past that, which is not only unfair, it's kind of an injustice. And that's something that really has come on strong into my world ever since, my entire life, really. I've been judged of how I look, and it's how a lot of people are judged, which is sad, but it happens. But yeah, my opinion of how things should be politically, and of course, I can't just, snap my fingers and make things a certain way, but if I could, I would choose that people in politics who work on the medical side of things, and people who are approved for disability and certain aids for medical reasons, I believe that they should have some sort of medical level of college or education, because you wouldn't go to someone that, like, in some specific area, you wouldn't go to a hairdresser that didn't go to cosmetology school, or you wouldn't go see a doctor that didn't even go to medical school. So why are we accepting politicians in certain areas that haven't gone to school in what they specialize in? Again, this is just my opinion, but hopefully you guys actually enjoy this and it's not just me rambling on for so long. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just here feeling grateful that I have the life I have, even if things aren't perfect, and I have a lot of opinions of how things should be or how I feel like it would be improved. Despite all of that, I just feel grateful to have the life that I have, to be alive, and to learn more as I grow older, which I feel like we all kind of do in some ways. But I feel like I'm going to start to wrap up here. You guys should let me know what you'd like me to talk about next. I am very open to ideas, and I would love to have something to base off of, log off of. This really was just me rambling on. So if you guys would like a specific topic for me to talk about, or I don't know, something artistic, or I don't know, whatever you think would be fun, or just something interesting you'd like me to talk about, I am all down for that. Anyway, thanks you. Thank you if you made it all of this way watching, because I'm not sure I'll be able to watch this all the way through without cringing. But Thanks if you watched, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.